Check, check, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. All right. Let's see. Good evening, everyone. Um, Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you're watching this from. Welcome to this live stream. Okay, greetings and peace to all of you, okay, from an Indonesian villager. My name is Denny. Okay, and this is Denny the villager. And I'm not a native English speaker, but I like to use English to connect with people around the world. And I use this platform to practice, learn, and grow. Welcome. Oglaga. Welcome, Dev. Yes. Comments finally stopped. Wow! Hooray! Comments stopped. You commented back to all of them. Wow! You really have a lot of free time, Dev. But okay. But I see what you mean. You have a reputation to guard. I understand, Dev. Okay, well, as long as everybody understood. Waalaikumsalam, Sino, how are you? Wow, this is a nice surprise to see you at this time, Sino. This late. It's nice to see you at this time, Sino. You got the shirt, Dev? Just came back. Okay, from the store. I see. All right, nice. You got the shirt. Nice. Okay, hey, let me type the title here. Okay, let me type the title. Yes. Okay, the title is exploitation. Is exploitation? What's the word? Modern slavery. I think this one here. This is a fun topic for night chat. And Shahir, welcome back. Having dinner, right? All right. Let's see. Sino, are you having the same problem as Def now? Insomnia. Def the insomnia. Yeah. Okay, just give me 1 minute, guys. Okay, let's see. 1 minute. Okay, let's see. All right. Sino said, the devourer of beads, plates of dirt. Yes, we need to send Def some bananas, So she stopped eating those beads. Guys, I have just give me 1 minute. Okay? I have a link here, right? Just give me 1 minute, okay? I have a link, and then I don't know how to type it in the chat room. So Captain actually gave me an idea. Just give me 1 minute, guys. I want to show you guys a link of my work, It's a link to my work, okay, Dev. Okay, basically, I wrote an ebook, an ebook for. Basically, this ebook is for an English learner, but okay, I want you to see, okay. Let's see. Let me see. Just give me 1 minute here. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, just give me 1 minute. All right, how to do this now? Oh, like this, and like this, and like this. Just okay. This is new for me. All right, I'm still noob here, guys. Okay, doing this. So I'm typing something in the chat room. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm struggling to type a chat in the chat room, guys. Just give me 1 minute. How to find this chat? Let's see. Hmm. Okay, let me see. Uh, okay, here, this one. Okay, guys, just give me 1 minute. How to do this? Uh, 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 uh. And then let's see. I send this one. Here it is, and then there. All right, guys. So Captain gave me this idea. So guys, if you what's the word? I just want to show you guys that I wrote an ebook. Okay, and so if you like to support, if you enjoy this channel, and you like to support this channel, then you can check out the ebook, that this villager made. Okay, let's continue. Sorry guys, I didn't pay attention to the screen. Okay, let me scroll up. Okay, let me scroll up and then read your guys' comment. Okay, let's see. It's summer. Then go to school. Shahir said, I love Malay people. Very short. Very nice. Hey, Shahir. Let's go. Physical. Physical. Sino said, Malays aren't short. People are short. Iban people built like Maradona. Yes, 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 yes. It's so hot. Look, yeah, I know. It's also hot here. Look, it's 48 degrees Celsius outside today. I was having a headache this afternoon. My wife and I was like, I said, why are we having a headache? Oh, it's the heat. Hey Joe, good. Thank you, Joe. How are you, Joe? Uh, hey Joe, I forgot. I'm gonna check Pine Hill. You live in Pine Hill, right, Joe? I forgot. Pine Hill or Pinewood? Forgot in Cape Town. Pine Hill, Pinewood. Honey, is there a place named Pine Hill or Pinewood, honey, in Cape Town? Pine Town. Pine Town, Joe. You prefer the cold look. I don't blame you. I don't. uh, Maradona. Do you know Maradona is Malay? Pinelands. Okay, honey, is that Pinelands in Cape Town? Pinelands. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Pinelands. Pinelands. All right. Yes. Joe, you in Pinelands. Okay. Pinelands. All right. So now okay. So I don't know. I've never been to Pinelands. Okay. Tiger Valley. I've been to the Tiger Valley. Uh, Woodstock. Let's see. Yes, from Kuala Lumpur to be exact. Sino. I feel sorry for the Malays in Indonesia. They also confused. With all these claims. Dev said the soccer player. Even Dev's confused. Not only the Malays in Indonesia, even Dev's also confused. Maradona is from Malaysia. Hmm, didn't know that. Ay, 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 ay. Yes, yes. The football player, Dev. Yes, Diego Armando Maradona. Maradona. Yes, yes, you don't know. How about Messi? Do you know that Messi also a Malay? Yeah, the sky is the limit. Guys, I'm sorry if I miss anything. Okay, in the chat room, please remind me again. Okay, I couldn't scroll I couldn't scroll up, so let's just continue. Okay, I couldn't read the previous messages, guys. Pele is Johorian. That's why he's dark. I like that, 10 points for Sino, from Professor Soleha Yaakob. Oh, football is different over there, Dev. Yes, okay, okay. You know Ronaldo. You know that Ronaldo is from Kuala Lumpur. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just talking nonsense here, okay? He's not from Kuala Lumpur, okay? Just. From Penang. Ronaldo from Penang. Ronaldo from Penang. from Penang. Somehow I'm, if you say that, some people will believe you, Dev is confused. Since when Ronaldo from Penang? Ay, ay, Ronaldo from Penang. Oh yeah, you're right. Sino from Malacca, because Malacca was part of Portuguese Empire, so it's Ronaldo's from Malacca. I should, you should say that. They would believe you, Sina. The Great Peninsula will make you a hero. Uh, oh, 9 now. Yeah, you're right, Dev. After they heard me laughing, they said, this man, something's wrong with this man. Run away. Run away. 21 people came here and then they heard me laughing. They said, run away. Run away. Macau was Portuguese as well, Duke. Yes. Yes, your people would declare you as a traitor. That's funny. Okay, underdog says no, exploitation is not modern slavery. Okay. Alright. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, where was I? Yeah, this is, by the way, guys, this is the topic is the continuation of this morning's topic. So this morning I was asking people, about is what's the word? Is slavery really gone? Yes, Dave. Nobody understands what you're talking about. It's okay. Sometimes sometimes people don't understand what I'm talking about either. It's okay. Hooray! Ay, ay, ay. Putin. Yes. Vladimir Putin. Uh, I think Putin is a patriot for his country. I know I I might upset some people, but he's looking at his perspective, like I think he's a patriot for his country. Vladimir Putin. And he's an intelligent person. He was a spy, right? He was a KGB agent. So yeah, he is. I mean, like how many like superpower. How many leaders of superpower, come from their, spy agencies. Hey, peace be with you too, Ronnie. Walaikum salam, Ronnie. Welcome back. Long time no see, Ronnie. Yes, Dev. Mr. Putin. Yes, Russian president. Dev. Sino says, did you know when the Vikings arrived at the shore of North Russia, there was already Malay people selling ikan? No way. See, no way. No way. Ronnie said, if you want to know about slavery, search about slave. Nah, Ronnie, don't say that, Ronnie. Okay, it's not nice. We have Christian friends here. We have Hindu friends here, Buddhist friends here. Okay, we don't talk negatively about other people's scripture. We don't do that. It's forbidden. We do not mock other people's scriptures. What is ikan? Ikan is fish. Look, ikan is fish. Yes. Did you know Vikings moved to America hundreds of years before the British, then disappeared? So they probably married into the natives. Could be, Dev. Could be. Yes, Ronnie. Okay, slave Bible is real, brother. I'm not making it up. It was, yeah, but but slavery has always been there, Ronnie. Okay, slavery's always been there. I mean, the context here, okay, the context here, you just suddenly are pointing to other people's scripture, Ronnie, okay, you are inviting people to mock our scripture, okay, don't do that, please. Don't do that, Ronnie. Helen of Troy, Dev. Helen of Troy. The Vikings set up loads of villages in North England. I think Durham's might be one. Okay. The Vikings. Do you know that the Chinese also visited America a few hundred years before Columbus? No, I'm serious. It's in the Chinese what's it? Chinese emperor's library. This admiral from China that he traveled around the world a few hundred years before Columbus, and he visited Africa, and then American continent. When the Native Americans migrated to the Americas from Siberia, did you know the Malays were there? Yeah, could be, Yes, it's. I think this story would be popular in Great Peninsula. The Great Peninsula. Dev. Sino says, is in the Great Peninsula, right? It was the Malay who taught the Romans how to build ships. Dev is just Sino is just joking. Okay? It's just the absurdity, the absurdity of the story, So Sino and I were just laughing of the level of absurdity that the people in the Great Peninsula make. Okay, so this is why we make this joke. That's why, because she claimed that that hey, you know what? It was the Malays who taught the Roman empires to build ships. What? And it was the Malay who taught the Chinese kung fu. Those kung fu people. How to fly. Now, it was the Malay who taught them how to fly. He was like, what? Oh, and this is a professor, by the way. So, so Sino and I were just, uh, uh, you know, and then a lot of people believed her. Yeah, look, there you go. Thank you, look, for coming aboard. Look, maybe the Malay show them how to make spaghetti. I like that. Now, look, join aboard. Abroad, sorry, come aboard, look. Yeah, sorry. Come, Dev, join us, Dev. What else, okay, Malay? No, but you know what, guys? I think, but it's also when you say that it's the Malay, it's not fair on the Malays in Indonesia. In Indonesia there are Malays, Malay tribes. So a lot of Indonesians don't want to, talk that way about the Malays, because we in Indonesia we have Malays, Malay tribes, and they are not like that, in Indonesia. Okay, Dev said Romans actually copied a lot of Greek things like their gods, their art. Okay, even more. Okay. Okay, Sino said, about that Chigu, yes, and that really said that, but it is the other way around. Silat is influenced from Kung Fu. It could be, yeah, Silat may be influenced from Kung Fu because there are some similar movement, yeah. Danny, how long does your prayer last usually? Prayer is only a few minutes, Yammers. Just a few minutes. Welcome, Yumi. Welcome back. And then the last updated ship that the Roman tweet was from Carthaginians like ships. Okay. Did your ancestors own slaves? Let me think, Nevada. My ancestors, I think my ancestors were kings and queens and nobles. I guess they did own slaves. I guess slaves. Yeah, look, yeah, everybody's ancestors probably did, yeah. Yeah, look, there you go. Yeah. And Nevada said, some of us had enslaved ancestors. We're not the same. Oh, really? We're not the same, Luke. By the way, Nevada, where are you from, Nevada? I'm from Indonesia. Okay, Yammer said you were going to tell us about your thoughts on the block universe theory. Oh yeah, Yammers. Okay, the block universe theory, right? Let me see. Okay, I made a summary here. Okay, on the block universe theory. Because this is something new for me. But this is like I said earlier, it's very interesting. So so basically, it's what do you call it? A fusing of dimensions, right? If I'm not mistaken, Yammers. Like, what do you call it? So time. Okay. Also, So times are woven into like a fabric, like fabric called space-time. So basically, right? Just correct me, Yammers. Okay, so in this block universe, right? So you do not move through time, right, Yammers? Right? You do not move through time. Your life is a long, continuous, like a physical thread, like a physical thread. So basically, this thread is called what do you call it? Word line. Yeah. So this word are running through the block. Okay, so basically, according to this theory, right? So our perception of time flowing is actually is a matter of perspective. Okay, let me read the relativity of simultaneity, right? It's Einstein. It says Einstein demonstrated that now is entirely subjective. Okay, so two observers moving at different speeds or across different gravitational fields will disagree on what constitutes the present moment because there is no single universally agreed upon now that slashes through the cosmos. So it's very confusing, but let me share with you the. Can I share with you the Islamic perspective? Okay, Yammers. Okay, from that because basically, the block universe theory is like the time is inside a box. Right? Time is inside the box, so it's already inside the box. So it doesn't see time as something that is flowing. So it's inside the box. Right? So from Islamic perspective, okay, if I may share with you, so from Islamic perspective, that a block universe that is not a frozen prison. It's actually is a physical echo of how God transcend His creation. That's what from Islamic perspective, Yammers. So from the Islamic perspective, time is a creation. Okay, time is a creation. So from the Quran, God created the space-time block. So God exists outside of this block. Okay, so to God, okay, the past, present, and future are entirely visible at once. So the block universe actually gave us like a mathematical framework. It's like it help us conceptualize. The how the future can already be known and recorded. Without violating logic. So that's from Islamic perspective. And another thing, in Islam we have the word qadar. Qadar means divine decree. So the Muslims believe that everything that has happened and will happen is already written in like in a master record. It's already written in a master record. So it's like the 4D block universe, that we just mentioned. So the events, the events of the day of judgment in Islam, right, in the scripture book, is usually spoken in the Quran using the past tense. So yeah, the day of judgment is actually mentioned in the past tense form. So like the trumpet was blown, things like that. So to an observer outside of the block, those events have already occurred. So Yammer, so yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. I need my green tea again. Okay, Immortal said, if everything has happened, there is no free will. Well, okay, about the free will, okay, from the Islamic perspective, um, look, so the critique is that, well, if the futures already existed, then human free will must be an illusion, right? But from the Islamic perspective, um, so Islamic perspectives, like, we distinguish between knowledge and coercion, because just because an event, sits permanently at a future coordinate, if you can set coordinate in a block, in a space-time block, for example, it doesn't mean that you are forced to choose it. So you make your choices, freely, right? In your localized now, and God existing outside of the block simply just, encompasses your free choices eternally. I don't know if I make any sense. So yeah, Yammers. Oh, by the way, there's also a critic from quantum mechanics, about that what's the word, challenging, that block universe, So it's not really a block, it's actually more dynamic, it's more dynamic. It's actually growing and unfolding, rather than static. So that's yeah. I'm sorry, Immortal. The context is I was just answering Yammer's question. She actually Yammer's actually educated me about this theory. Block universe. I've never heard about this before. So, but since she said that about block universe, I had to do some reading, and then interestingly, it's actually in harmony with Islamic perspective. All right. Let's see. Immortal say we would only have the millennium free will, as you say. Causation isn't relevant. The future being predetermined causes it. Illusion. Okay. Okay. The illusion. Okay, Immortal. Okay. Okay. All right. So. Nevada. Why Danny so conservative? Yes. Nevada. What do you mean? Why you said I'm conservative? Yes, Yammers. It's a static 4D geometric object. Time is just, yes, but that's based on the block universe theory. It's static, but from the perspective of quantum mechanics, it's not static. So it's actually being challenged now. So we'll see. Okay, we'll see. It's like, from the quantum mechanics perspective, it's expanding, unfolding, So, but they all agree that this it's a block, but it's not. One perspective is a static block, and the other perspective is, more dynamic. So we'll see, okay, what is their conclusion. But that actually confirming the from Islamic perspective that God is outside, because God created that box, that time. So God is outside of that time. So therefore God is not affected by time, and because God is not affected by time, so so you have free choices, free will, right? And just because that free will was placed in a certain coordinate, it doesn't mean you have to force to go to that coordinate. You can, still go around. But the event, from the someone is from outside that block, the event has already happened. That's why from Islamic perspective that the day of judgment was described mostly in the past tense form. It's already happened. How does God exist outside of time? Yes, immortal. Immortal. Yes, immortal. The God created the time. Created time. Because based on the block universe theory, time is not flowing, right? Time is actually a 4D block. So basically, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if my explanation will make sense. Okay, Yamans. That's the best what the villagers can do. Yeah. God, if God is outside of it, God is outside of time, and changeless. God cannot have a thought. What? Make a choice or perform an action to create anything, because thoughts and action require time to happen. Mm, eh. One of God's creation is time, from Islamic perspective. Okay, so again, I'm just sharing with you Islamic perspective. I'm not forcing this perspective to anyone. Okay, just just to be clear, everybody. Just answering Yammers. Mars is waiting for us, guys. Yes. Mars. Why are we going to Mars? It's nice. It's nice here on Earth. You can go fishing on Earth. You can play with cats. Play with dogs. You can roll on the grass. You can eat mutton, like Joe said. You can have ice cream. You can swim at the beach. Denny, Earth or Mars? Yeah, Earth. I don't want to go to Mars. Like, what? What is it on Mars? There's nothing there for us. And besides, we also, what's the word? We only live on Earth temporary. Anyways. Roti or naan, Joe said. Give me rice. Give me rice, Joe. White rice. Elon already told us live on Earth up to 2050 is impossible. We need to go to Mars after that. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, maybe. When you guys arrive on Mars in the future, the Malay of the Great Peninsula are already there. Yammer says, just so we are on the same page, the block itself doesn't change. It contains everything as coordinate, even fluctuation that changes. Quantum mechanics is still new, so it's interesting. Yeah, yeah. So I'm not making any conclusion, Yammers, but all I'm saying that, yes, according to the block universe theory, it is a static block, but quantum mechanics is new, you're right, and it's challenging the theory. Sadia, oh yeah, I didn't say to you. I'm sorry, Sadia. Yes, welcome, Sadia. Danny, I'm really happy that you took time to look into it. Oh yeah, Yammers. Thank you, Yammers. It gave me a headache, but imagine a villager must read about this, uh, you know, 4D block, universe, time is in the block. It's like what? And but I remember, hey, you know what? This is actually in harmony what Islam is saying, So that's why I said, wow, this is an eye opener, Yammers. Thank you. If God is outside time, he can't exist. God is outside of time. He's not affected by time, immortal, from Islamic perspective, because he created time. He's not affected by time, so therefore he doesn't have a beginning. He doesn't have end, because he's outside of time. He's not affected by time. And God is, from Islamic perspective, is not a he or she. It's a totally different being. We don't even have a name, from Islamic perspective. We don't even have a name of God. We just give attributes. Just that in Islam we call this God Allah, but in English translation is the God basically. There's no name yet, like no name like Danny, like Joe, like Martin, like Maradona, not like that. The God of the Bible seems to do things in a linear sequence such as them. Okay, I'm not gonna comment on the Bible. Okay, Morta, I was just answering Yammer's question. Okay, that's the context here. Who are we, Shahir? If you can see the Malays because they are small, then you need the microscope to see the Ibrans. I hate money, Morta said. Hey, I like money. Money, money, money. Always sunny. I like money. Show me the money. Hmm. Let's see. Money equals good life. Yeah, Shahir. Well, that's what poor people believe. Money equals good life. I'm just saying that I wonder, right, if money equals good life. I also think, I'm still thinking that we would be nice, to have a lot of money, but I wonder, like, why, people with a lot of money, they end up doing, things that, hurting themselves, like, OD, they unalive themselves, they damage themselves. And these people have a lot of money, guys, I mean, looking at the Hollywood stars, those people have a lot of money, comparing to me, but they, like, so why are you doing that, to yourself, So I guess it's right, I guess it's the Sino said is the it's the juice. Sino. Ah, it's cereal and ice cream. Ice cream, guys. Yes, is the devil. Danny is the devil, all because of the devil. Danny, then God is static. A timeless being cannot make a decision, think and thought, or cause an action because all of those things require a before and an after. No, should we define for us? No, Yammer, we should define God then in that case, okay? We should define God if that's the conversation. So what is God? Yeah, Shahir. Yammer still talking about God. It's okay, guys. Don't mind us. Okay, this is Yammers and I. Okay, do not interrupt. Having a serious conversation here. What's God to you, Danny? Yeah, God. To me, like God is the creator. The creator. That the creator, the main cause. The being that is most loving, all knowing, all seeing, all powerful, all hearing. What's the word? We like we have a lot of adjectives that attributed to God. And then Sino said, not to brag, guys, but God is my father. There you go. Most merciful. There you go. Yes, thank you. Not bad for a Catholic. Thank you. Most merciful. So those are the attributes to God's God, because like I said earlier, Yammers, like we don't have name, like we don't have, we just like the God, in English, we don't have a name God, like for example, Joe, or Robin, like that. We don't have that. It's just the God. And Deb said, not to brag, guys. So that's God. Oh, and by the way, Yammers, and also, right, God, from my perspective, right, is different from all the creation. It's different from all the creation. So God is not a man, not a woman. So and it's very unique. It's only the only one. So that is the definition of God to me. To me, okay, my perspective. Okay? And I'm not saying everybody must follow my view. Okay. Oh yes, Miss Bunny. Oh, Indonesian friend again, Miss Bunny. Welcome back, Miss Bunny. We're talking about God here. I was just answering Yammer's question, Miss Bunny. Okay, welcome. You welcome to sit, Miss Bunny. You can sit anywhere. There's empty seats here. Okay, a lot of empty seats here, and then have some tea. Coffee. And then Sino said, the same God that doesn't answer your prayers, it's the same God that doesn't punish you for the sins immediately. No, Shahir, Bunny is not the villager, definitely. Bunny, where are you from again? I know where you're from, but maybe you can share to people again. I remember where you're from. You're from the USA, but not in the USA now. Yes. Yes, Miss Bunny. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Right? You said that you are an American Jew, right, Miss Bunny? You said it this morning or this afternoon. Immortal said, if you could travel at the speed of light, from your perspective, time would appear stopped for everyone else. Yeah, yeah, that's what they said, Immortal. Yeah, yeah, the faster you go, then the slower the time for you. Yes. And Dev said she sits next to a baboon, a big hairy baboon. Yammers has a good question. If God is all powerful and loving, why does suffering exist? He either can stop it or he won't. I'm even ignoring the brutal suffering among animals in wildlife. Yeah, Yammers. From Islamic perspective, Yammers, okay, this world is not a paradise. The true happiness will be in paradise. So this world is actually a place, a test, a place of test, Yammers. That's why you see suffering and all. This is a place of test, Yammers. This is not a paradise. This is only like a temporary transit place. This from Islamic perspective. That's why you see a lot of those things. But the world is not only suffering. There's beauty or suffering all mixed together, because all this. Um, yes, in Jannah, in paradise. Yeah, the Muslim perspective. Thank you, Sino. Yes. You see, guys, this is the example of the beauty of our friendship here. Sino is a Catholic, right? I'm a Muslim villager, and Sino is a Catholic villager. So we kind of like on TikTok, with each other. Yeah, TikTok in terms of yeah, we know this one. We understand our differences, and we also understand our similarities. Okay. And we also have Luke also here, right? Luke. Oh, Luke is also a Catholic. Oh, right, right, okay. Luke is not a villager, a Catholic villager. Okay, Luke is a royal nobility villager. Not villager, nobility Catholic. I mean, a royal Catholic. What is this, a royal nobility villager? Doesn't make sense. Right, let's see. A child dying of bone cancer at age 3 didn't learn a lesson or even get a choice. They just suffered. Yes, there's suffering. Yes, Yammers, you're right. Like I said earlier, from Islamic perspective, this world now is not a paradise. It's a place of test. And from Islamic perspective, right, the children who is not aware of, the young children, toddlers, who don't know the distinguish between right or wrong, they pass away, then they will pass the test. They go to paradise directly. So they will pass the test. There some people will pass the test, on the day of judgment. So one of those group of people is those children who, passed away in a very young age, Yammers. That's from Islamic perspective. But for you and me, like we have to go through that judgment process, from Islamic perspective. Yeah, I'm just saying it doesn't. Hello, Pixie. Welcome back. All right, and Bunny said, "I'm an American who is Mexican, First Nation Polish on my dad's side. I have a Jewish surname. I myself am not a Jew. I'm myself a Catholic. Oh, okay, okay, buddy. Okay. And then Dev said she's a Helen of Troy. Shai said, "Did you watch any World Cup game?" No, I was busy preparing my presentation for my job interview, Shahir. Kids that pass away before reaching adulthood, we call them anak surga. Yes, yes, you're right, Sino. Children of heaven. They will pass the test and they go directly to paradise. Job interview, what are your aspiration? I aspire to be the boss of my own pool, Miss Bunny. That's why they didn't call me. There was a problem, by the way, Miss Bunny. Yesterday it was supposed to be the day of interview, you know. Shahir said, Danny, don't use your source in interview. Keep it clean, yes. Maybe, yeah, Shahir. I will say this during the interview. According to the Quran. Said, ah! Said, what? Yummers, comment meaningless suffering. There's no such thing as meaningless suffering, Yummers. There is no such thing as meaningless suffering. I'm bad at remembering how to spell, so let me double check. Yes, Dave, double check. What can do to trouble at school? I forgot to check your spelling. Yes. Denny, what is the job? The job is well, I'm applying as literature support. At the school. English literature support for speaker of non English speakers. But they only wanted a classroom teacher. But my specialty is in supporting students who don't know how to read English. They need support in learning how to decode the words. So but to be honest, I don't want to work here in this country anymore. I hate working in this country because the environment is toxic, so much abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse. And then before the interview was disconnected yesterday, I was like, you know what? I didn't really want to work there in that school because no school. I don't want to work in any school in this country, basically. So children are rude, their managements are bad, like I said, are full of abuses. And then, so when they said, Mr. Danny, tell us, please introduce yourself and tell us why do you want to work in our school? And I was telling myself, in my head, I don't want to work in your school, lady, but I need to pay the bills. Let's see. Every suffering echoes to God and it goes back to love. Yeah. Okay, did I miss any comment, guys? In the world, all humans came, everyone has some appearances, some body structure. From inner body, everyone has red blood, but why everyone has different languages? Yeah, that shows the creativity of God, Harsh, you know. God, from Islamic perspective, God created people in different nations, different tribes, you know, different appearances, you know, different languages. Even flowers, not only one kind of flowers, you know, different kind of flowers, you know. That's what make the world beautiful. You know. It's actually show the greatness of the Creator, you know. Okay, let's see. Actually, Chigu, you don't need them. They really need you when they ask that. Yes, you know. Yes, Bunny, I don't wish to work there here, but I'm planning to go back to my country, Bunny. You know, I wanted to start my own, business. You know, I want to, work together with local government. You know, to train the teachers. Improve teachers' English literacy because in Indonesia they're planning to implement English as one of the core subjects in elementary school. And a lot of elementary school teachers are not ready for that, so I can help them, you know, how to quickly teach the students how to read in English, you know. Shahir said, what is love? How can we feel it? Feelings, I don't know. What is love? Ask John Lennon. John Lennon knows the answer. What is love? Pixie said, how do you know anything exists? Greek philosopher, 5th century BC. Okay. My children, they don't speak Sundanese. They don't even speak Indonesian language, as you know. But it's okay. Indonesian language is easy. Okay. Yes, Bunny. Denny, where are you now then? I am in Abu Dhabi, Bunny. Sadly, I don't have emotion for anything, sadly. You get emotional damage, Sadia. Emotional damage. Oh, I shouldn't say that, by the way. I might get into copyright problem here. Mm, 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 mm. Where are you in Europe, by the way, Bunny? You know, the Europe is a very big place. You know? Do you know that Indonesia's size is actually as big as Europe? Oh, by the way. Oh, Sino, after 2 months in West Java, you can speak Sundanese already. Why, you are a genius, Sino. Sino's genius. IQ of 250 in the space of 2 months. Can speak Sundanese. I think my children will be able to speak Indonesian language in maybe in 1 year. Once we move to Indonesia, and then they can learn Indonesian language intensively. Miss Banu said, I don't know why you are currently. I do, however, hope you get back to Indonesia. And yes, I am aware of the size demographic. I'm currently in the UK. Oh, okay, in the UK. I see. Okay. I eat beets. Yes, Steph. we need to send you bananas or mangoes or grapes, something like that. Stop eating beets. It's bad for your health. could could cause you severe diarrhea. Denny, is suffering also a test on earth by God? Considering every suffering has meaning. I think it's suffering is subjective, Yummers. What I mean in certain cases, like people, like from Islamic perspective. Okay, from Islamic perspective, right? God will not test a person beyond their own capabilities, and also from Islamic perspective, uh, there is with difficulties there is ease, with difficulties there's ease. I'm gonna go then. Okay, Luke. Yeah, see you later, Luke. Yeah, thank you, Luke, for stopping by here, Luke. Yeah. Okay, all right. Miss Bunny said our previous conversation did return my thoughts following my leaving earlier and getting on with the day. I had doubted we would run into each other again. Yeah, Miss Bunny, it's okay. We all make assumptions. Assumptions. Read my previous comment, Chigu. Okay, let me see. Oh, I'm so confused here. Stop it, Yummers. Go to a theology specialist. Yeah, who is the teacher? It's such a breath of fresh air, especially on YouTube live streams. A place where people put rubber bands on watermelon. Oh, before that comments, Oh, okay, let me see. Before that comments, okay. This is what happened to a guy, when Sino said, let them watch Sinetron. I watched Sinetron growing up, imaginary world. Dream world. Oh, Sinetron. Oh, yeah, Sinetron is soap opera, Indonesian soap opera. We call it Sinetron. Is teacher. Yeah. In Indonesian is guru. Yeah. Malay called Cigu. Yes. And Shahir said, only me. Okay, now where was I? Do I need a second batch of green tea? Teacher who? Who teacher, Shahir? How long are you live tonight? Well, I'll be here for another maybe 20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes, Yummers. For another 20 minutes. People believe in God, Pixie said, because they want to have an answer to life and they're scared of non-existence. That's not true, Pixie. That's not why I believe in God. Don't put words. Speak for yourself, Pixie. Speak for yourself, Pixie. That's not the reason I believe in God. Where did you get that from, Pixie? I'm joking, Pixie. Don't say people, then you include me, and then then I need to clarify, right? When you say some people, maybe okay, then I will not say anything. But you say people, then you include me, so I need to clarify, right? Yeah, Bunny says that that's certainly not why she believes in God either. You see, Pixie. Pixie is the minority now. Just joking. We say I believe people believe in God, so God, because they want a cushion to fall onto when something goes wrong. Not all people. No, that's not true, Dev. That's not me. That's not my reason, okay? uh, okay, let me answer Pixie's question. Why do you believe in God? Um, it's just it's a logical conclusion, that I made. That there has to be a creator, the main cause of everything, because every like I told the Yummers in the other live stream, everything that begins to exist has a cause, and um, historically we have people claim to be the messengers of God, and they keep sending the same message over and over again that there is God, so there is a creator, and if you want to worship something, then you should worship the creator, okay, or this God. So yeah, so I guess that logical conclusion, there has to be a God, there has to be a creator, so okay, youngers, okay, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, don't forget to wash your hands, okay, after that. Sorry. Could some people believe in God, such as myself, because we have had an undeniable experience with God? Okay, well, Miss, okay, Bunny, that is a subjective story. If you have a personal experience, and that, but I'm just, everybody, I think, I just like it. I like to see it from the logical perspective, but some people, have the like more personal experience, emotional experience, and yeah, it's okay, it's. Okay, why does there have to be a creator? How do I know God doesn't have a cause? And yeah, like I said earlier, Pixie, that's why it's important to discuss the characteristic of God first, Pixie. So the characteristics of God, right? From my view, okay. So God has to be only one, right? The all powerful, all powerful, all seeing, all knowing, most merciful, all loving, uh, no beginning, no end, eternal, so um, was what nothing like this God, there's nothing similar to this being, right? What I mean. And also from my perspective, okay, from my perspective, it's not a man, not a woman, so because this being has no beginning, no end, so it doesn't need a cause, because everything that begins to exist needs a cause, like for example this cup, it began to exist, right? And then they cause, like me, I begin to exist, I need a cause, my phone. So but God, from my perspective, because from the definition it doesn't have a beginning, there's no cause, you know. This is not, no, no, this is not, I'm fine with it. Family guy explain why being an atheist is bad. See, what if you send to the other gods hell for believing the wrong God? Pixie, then that's actually that question could be avoided if people and sit together first and discuss, the definition of God first. The reason why people argue about different gods because they are not, they don't what's what come to the same term on the definition of God itself. That's why. So before, so to avoid that kind of question, people need to go back to level one first. Level one, ding. Before go to level 10, go to level one first. Step by step. Welcome back there. I did mention earlier, Pixie, definition of God. So God is a being, the creator, the main cause of everything, the most loving, the most all-knowing, all-knowing, the being that has no beginning and no end. The creator of the main creator, the science or the great designer. Sino says it believes in the same God Chigu believes, and that's fine with me. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Okay, Pinky, Pixie, I hope that answered the question. All right, can we move on now? Okay, you are making everybody stressed now, Pixie. Okay, everybody's stressing here, Pixie. All right, can we talk about, the weather or something? Can you provide empirical evidence or just belief? Yeah, the science, leads to that. Leads to that. That, like I said earlier, Pixie, uh, anything that begins to exist needs a cause. So eventually, that main cause is the creator. That's what, from my view, is the definition of God. Okay, there's what do you call it, the cause and effect, in science. So it leads to that, it leads to the science of this creator. Oh no, science doesn't say where the universe came from. I'm saying, okay, Pixie, right? Science says that there's cause and effect. Okay, there's a law in science that calls cause and effect. Okay, now science, okay, in science, right? At least the science that we believe today, believe that or concluded that anything that begins to exist, okay, needs a cause. Okay, all right. Okay, Pixie. Cause and effect isn't evidence of any creator. It's not an evidence any creator, but it leads to the possibility of there's a creator. Okay, so you have to combine the science, right, and the theology, from and history. From history, um, throughout history, Pixie, right? There are people that send, they claim that they were sent by the Creator, by God, Pixie. And these people are very good people, honest people, and and to prove themselves that they're sent by God, they perform what? They perform miracles, And those people, right, they didn't do it for the sake of having, materialistic, no, they doing that, and what happened to them is they're being persecuted, they're being chased, some of them even getting killed, So, so this possibility, okay, maybe one possibility that they're lying, but the characters, right, show that these people are honest people, So, so there's another possibility they're telling the truth, Theology is religious fiction. Oh, okay then. So, okay, if you feel that way, Pixie, then it's okay. Then I'm sorry if you feel that way. I'm not here to destroy your opinion. Okay, if you already firm with your belief, then it's okay. It's okay, Pixie. Okay, I'm not here. And this is not the live stream to argue and destroy your argument. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm not here to destroy your argument. If you want to know, right? If you curious, then I would be more than happy to answer. But if you already firm in your belief, then who am I? I'm just a villager here. Come on. No, I don't need to destroy your worldview. No, Pixie. That's not my job in this world, okay? That's not my job in this. My job in this world is to do live stream and have some green tea, okay? And then yap, yappity yap. See, I missed some of comments now. It's your fault, Pixie. I see. Emerson. The Big Bang was the expansion of existing energy, not the creation of matter. Yes. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. Energy is eternal, as it never began. Well, energy, Yammers, right? Energy is a substance inside the universe already. It's true that energy, can only change form, but it doesn't explain the creation of the universe. So the Big Bang was the expansion, okay, but is in Islamic point of view, it's not the beginning. The Big Bang is not the beginning of the universe. Why don't we all just shut up and eat dirt? Miss Bunny said, Benny, perhaps you can unite people. No, I'm not there to. If you are cool people, you will automatically will be here. Okay, that's what I believe. If you are cool and you like to chill, you will be automatically come. Yeah, let's chill together. But if you like I want it to. Destroy people, show everybody how strong I am. The debate, the debate, what's the word, live stream are available, Villager Final Boss. Yes, Dev, you are very clever. Hooray for Dev! Now stop eating beans, okay, Dev? Namaste, Uttam. How are you? All right. Ay. This is, my fellow villagers, villagers would say, what is our neighbor talking about? All gods are mythical. Oh, okay, Pixie. I'm sorry if you feel that way, okay, Pixie. Yeah, Sino said Chiku is the reason why I started revisiting Islam again so that I can learn how to forget Sino. Thank you, Sino. It's really you don't know how much I appreciate your kindness. As a Catholic, Sino. And this is you actually what's the word? You helped
Why
me.
so foggy?
I don't know. Did you shake it?
No, I took out the fridge.
Maybe it was shaken in the car.
Let me see.
Careful.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Is it here?
my son just distracted me now. Where was I? Okay, Miss Bunny, you started something. You stated, okay. So see my eyes. You stated something went wrong during the interview. Are you in the view that things didn't go well? Though you didn't want the post, surely it would support your future endeavor. Yeah, Miss Bunny. Like I said earlier, like I was when I was about to introduce myself. Okay, Mr. Danny, introduce yourself and tell us why you want to work in our school. Yes, thank you very much for this opportunity. My name is Danny, and then bleep, just like that, bleep, and then my camera was off, microphone was off, and then they're starting to say, Mr. Danny, are you there? Hello, hello, Mr. Danny, hello. And I was in my side. Hello, hello, hello. Am I audible? Hello, hello. And then I had to restart the computer. And then I sent them email. Oh, apologies. I had to restart my computer. And they replied, "Oh, it's okay. We need to. Can we reschedule this to another time because we need to have a meeting." Okay. Okay. So that's what happened. Yeah. So it's like the universe, didn't allow this interview from happening. I stop from here. Just say your name and that's it. Stop. And the universe say click, disconnect. Yes, Def, you can eat cheese, Def. Yes. You can eat cheese, you can eat grapes, you can eat bananas, mangoes, you can. Okay, Sino says because during his depression, when his father passed away, he stayed at my Muslim friend's house for 2 months in 2000 during the Buka Puasa. Buka Puasa is the breaking of the fast, okay, during Ramadan. Join them in Tarawih, I will guard their house. Yes, thank you, Sino. Yes, yes, buddy. That's concern. Yeah, sometimes. You know what? This is why I feel like it is true. It is very possible that at the it's possible that in from Islamic perspective that there will be an end time alliance between Christians and Muslims. So you gave me a hope, really. And from Islamic perspective, in our holy book, the Quran, yeah, during the end times, there will be people who will be very hostile towards you. Muslims. The what's the word? Yeah, there will be people who's most hostile towards you, Muslims, and during that time, there will be people who will show love and affections to you, Muslims, and they will call themselves Christians. So that's in the Quran. That's our holy book. So that's the Quran sees the Christian in a positive way. It's mentioned in our holy book. I guess no. This is the something that I'm sure that religious leaders don't like to discuss. Because it's not good for the division. No, Dev said she get depressed because she's around her family 24/7 during summer and they're very upsetting sometimes. Dev, you are in that stage, Dev. It's very sensitive, there's hormonal imbalance, just like my daughter, my son, I was also like that when I was your age, yeah. So it's normal, that, yeah. We become sensitive because there's a lot of hormonal changes. Yes, yeah, yes. Dev will be 14 in a few months. Yes, but Miss Bani, yes. What I said is from the Quran, and I choose to believe that, yeah. And I can see, from Sino, there are some Christian. I have many friends, Christian friends, Hindu friends, Buddhist, Tao. They really show, okay, this might be happening, so there's hope. There's hope. But yeah, a lot of religious leaders don't like to share that, buddy. They like to share that. Hey, they want to hurt us. They're the enemy. So then you believe energy is within the universe. Yes, yes, yes. Energy comes to being as the universe comes to being. That's what I believe. Okay, I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe. Yes, energy is, and then the law of energy comes to being as the universe comes to being. The law of traffic comes to being when there's traffic. What am I saying? Uh, Okay, Sino said the World Society of Mission Church said Christ has already come for the second coming and he was reborn as Korean. They believe in God the Father, the God the Mother. All right. Wow. Yammer said if energy is eternal and the Big Bang wasn't the beginning, then the universe never started to exist. By your own definition, things that don't start to exist don't need a cause. Let me see. Energy is, like I said, energy is what comes to being as this universe comes to being. So the energy has to follow the law of the universe. So the Big Bang was not the beginning, right? I think from Islamic perspective, there's something here before. But from Islamic perspective, it's very broad, Yamers, God in the Quran said that the heaven and earth used to be in one lump, and then God, expanded, separated, and expanded. So I need to read again. Okay, if you want to be more, if you want to hear a more detailed explanation, I need to read. So again about energy and the universe. Okay, but from Islamic perspective, that the Big Bang. Okay, well, it was just like God says that heaven and earth used to be in one lump, and then God expanded. So from certain point. So. Because the Quran is not a scientific book, okay? It's a religious book. So, it's a book of science, SIGNS, it's not science. So I need, I need time to process. Okay, yummers, my keyboard hates summers. Okay, Pixie said, a first cause creator still would only mean a day's god. Not a personal god. Well, Pixie, from my perspective, okay, God is not like like a man, an old man watching you from a distance, like looking at you, invisible old man, behind your back. It's not like that, okay? I asked Danny, are you Sufi, Sunni, Shia? I'm a Muslim, Bunny, okay? I do not identify myself as Sufi, Shia, Sunni. I'm a Muslim because in the Quran there's no such thing. Those words only come 100 years after. It was also Sunni and Shia is a political division. It's just political point of view. It's not religious. You know. It's a religious movement now, but it was actually, or originally, it was a political movement. So just a Muslim, just a Muslim. Bunny. Muslim is an Arabic word, by the way. It means that the person who submit to God. That's it. So it's in simple term. Hello, doctor. Yes, it can be wrong without being object slavery. Indentured servitude is also wrong because of the consent dynamics involved, but not technically slavery. Okay, doctor. To me, as a polytheist, that's not how I would call a god. Oh, okay, doctor. Okay. Welcome, doctor. Yes, immortal. Welcome back. Yes, buddy, it was political. Yes. Yo, another Hellenist. Yes. Danny, do you like philosophy? No, I don't. I don't like philosophy. I just like to. I just like to have conversation, Yammers. And sometimes, villagers' conversation can go very weird. uh, Bunny said, Denny, is very clear to me now why you are so very, very different. No, I'm not that different. Okay, I'm just typically villagers, Miss Bunny. It's just I'm a villager with access of live stream, but this is just typically a villager's mind, in my village. Dave said, I like dinosaurs. Oh, I'm sorry, not dinosaurs. Dionysius. Oh, Dionysius. Okay. But Hades and Apollo are probably favorite plus. Okay. Did you have green tea today? This afternoon, Yummers, green tea. I have to be careful. I don't drink green tea before you go to bed, Yamers. It's dangerous. Doctor said, I also worship Hecate and Hermes as well as the Norse Odin. Okay. Dionysius turned an entire ship into vineyard because pirates threatened to kidnap him, then turned the pirates into dolphins. Oh, I see. Wow. Yes. Oh, thank you, Bunny. I don't see myself as a man of faith or ideology. Well, I'm a person, with opinion, but not opinionated. Person with opinion, but not opinionated. Yes. Oh, the Greek god of wine. I said, red wine. There's a song, UB40. Yes. Guys. You know, a lot of you're actually, some of the regular viewers, in the beginning, they wanted to they wanted to debate me, Let me argue with you, host. Ah! And that's, at the end, like, yeah, everybody's just chill together, yeah, have some coffee, relax, lie on the sofa. Isn't that interesting? Uh, Jaya is cool. All right, so Dionysus, okay, is also god of the masses, the homeless, the queer, the mad, and okay, I see, okay. Doctor said, I do have objections to monotheism, but we are united in liberation of workers. I see, okay. Well, you're not the only one who have objected to monotheism, Doctor. Throughout history, people objected to monotheism. So you are not alone, just like Michael Jackson said. Yeah, Yammer's internet is such a fun place. uh, Such fun place, Yammers. Just make it fun. Just make it fun. Life is too short for nonsense. Dinosaurs was used in the opening of Paris Olympics in 2024, and Christians thought it was Jesus. Okay. Hey, Sun-Eyed, welcome. Sun-Eyed asks a very interesting question here. What belief system was present in Indonesia before spiritual colonization by Islam? Spiritual colonization. Okay, Sun-Eyed. In Indonesia, right? We have, it's called what's that? Before Hindu and Buddha, came to Indonesia, the Hindu teaching and Buddha's teaching, right? Indonesia itself there's already civilization in Indonesia, and they believe in the creator. So from the archaeological artifacts, it shows that people used to go to the mountain, right? And then they pray, they pray there, but they don't like pray to statues. Interestingly, they just like meditation or some meditating or something, um, and then came Hinduism, and Buddhism, and so what happened? The scholars in Indonesia at the time, kingdoms at the time, they modified the teaching of Hinduism and Buddhism to so they can live together, Um, so that's the thing. And then so there are three different belief systems that existed, and then came Islam. The early scholars of Islam introduced Islam. So it's not colonization because when the scholars of Islam came, so these scholars offer something that is unique, because in Indonesia, in context Indonesia, at that time before Islam came, there's different castes, in society. So Brahman caste, the priests, and the warrior class, and then the peasant class, So because of that, so when the scholars of Islam came to Indonesia at that time, right? So in order to sell Islam, right? So they couldn't sell Islam, offering, hey, you guys going to heaven, in heaven there will be rivers, there will be fruits, there are trees, that doesn't make sense, to Indonesian at that time. Hey, we have rivers, we have trees, we have fruits here, so we have nice food here. So Islam offer equality, So the concept of, everybody's equal in front of God, and what is important in front of God is your God consciousness and your righteousness. So that concept in Islam trigger curiosity from the society in Indonesia, and the kings and people there, they study this new concept, and then that's how the Islam being absorbed in Indonesia. But at the same time, they also maintain the Hindus and Buddhas, and then the other belief system in Indonesia. Okay, so it's not the colonization. So I have to correct you on that one. Okay, it's more like the absorbance of the new concept of belief. No one colonized Indonesia. Not even the Mongols able to colonize Indonesia. They they tried. All right, and let's see. Should I scroll up, guys, to read your comments, or is okay? Yeah, yeah, Sanai, yes. Okay, so yes, Bani, yeah, Indonesia is the largest Muslim nation, yes. And yet, Miss Bani, when people think of Islam or Muslim, they don't think of people like me. They think of la, 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 boom. Hello, YX0. Welcome. That the ancient Greeks believed their gods existed the same. People believe God and Jesus existed. Okay. Religion aside, Danny, do you think we'll ever become intergalactic civilization or just become extinct? Um, that's interesting. It would be nice, if we become an intergalactic civilization. But I think because I do not believe that we will extinct, because I believe that because I believe there's a life after this, Yammers. So extinction means just that's it, game over, right? But from the perspective of intergalactic civilization, that would be nice. That would be nice. I wouldn't mind trying that. And doctor said, while there are some form of proto-monotheism, it's not the same faith. Indonesia has laws that enforce Islamic teaching to determine of other faiths and queers. That's colonialism in my eyes. Okay, doctor. Yes. Okay. All right. Oh, you're fanboy. Okay, just change your name, fanboy. All right. Oh, I see, Bunny. So don't think of people such as yourself. Too right. But that's the difference between a faithful person and an ideology. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we think they were gods. Whether they can incarnate is another issue entirely. Okay. All right. Cool and trans. No, you're not trans. You're not trans, Dev. You are not trans. Okay, you are not transportation, Dev. Transatlantic. You are a faithful person, nothing at all like ideology that is causing global issues. Oh, right, yes. Thank you, Bunny. Thank you. That's the nicest thing you said, since this morning. What happened to you, Bunny? Did you, you changed, from this morning? It's nice, it's nice. Thank you, Bunny. It's really nice. Like I said, this morning, right? You are a kind person. I did say that. Of course, none of us would be here to witness the intergalactic. That's too bad, Yammers. It would be nice. Hey, Danny, hope to meet you again. So bye. All right. Okay, fanboy. Right. Yes, Jean Pierre. Perhaps you were not understood. Yes, it's okay. It's normal, Bunny. Because first impression sometimes is not the right one. Yes. Sana, you gotta get to work. See you around, Danny. Okay, be safe. All right. Okay, you too, Sana. Yes. Take care. Yeah. Take care from an unemployed villager. So sad. Unemployed villager. And what's the word? Yeah, I'm really hoping that my project will be successful in Indonesia. And there's a white cat that's sitting next to me, busy licking his bum. Disgusting, Jean Pierre. You lick your own bum, disgusting. He looks like he's enjoying it too. Yucky. Okay, Bunny says, perhaps I have met my first Muslim that cares about his faith and not this horrid agenda that appears to be circulating. Yeah, you're right, Bunny. There is an agenda that's circulating out there. I believe that, remember I told you about the end time alliance between Christians and Muslims, there's entity that try to sabotage this end time alliance, trying very hard, try to plant seed of hatred, from each group, to each group. So one group is taught to to hate that group, and that group is taught to hate the other group, But I don't want to be part of the problem. Yeah, they doing the job. Yes. They don't like Danny. Why do you? Okay, Yammer say, why do you think that no alien civilization has tried contacting us? Yammers, maybe because like what his name? That smart guy Tyson, not Mike Tyson, the Grease Tyson. He said that if a civilization, from 250, let's say, million years lights away, looking at us from the telescope, they only see dinosaurs, right? Said, these horrible creatures living on that planet. Let's get out of here. Don't visit that. Yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yes, blink. uh, yep. Or Yummers, or maybe we are descendant of aliens. Um, I have to go back to from Islamic perspective because I need to grab something, like from where do I get my view from, So from Islamic perspective, right, we are the children of Adam and Eve, and Adam and Eve were created, in a different place from Earth, and they were sent down to Earth, So technically, from that perspective, we are aliens, on this planet. From that perspective, okay, I'm not saying that you have to accept this view, of course, but it's not the Muslim. The Muslims are not the only one who see this. The Christians and the Jews, and even the Chinese, also believe that. So let's see. And Bunny said, "You do realize, Danny, that I am the treble head of hate for that collective American Catholic of the book, and I have a Jewish surname, meaning I married a secular Jew." Oh, okay. And in fairness, your average Sunni doesn't want to be my friend. I can be your friend. No worries, Bunny. Ignore them. Don't want to be your friend. It's okay. You know. Dev said, I'm so happy I have 13 subs on my channel. Yay, Dev, you have 13 subs on your channel. Congratulations. You deserve a certificate of achievement. Hello, Bossy. How are you, Bossy? Yes. Uh, and you know what, guys? I have to limit myself another 7 minutes, guys. Okay, 7 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes, because I need to maintain the health of my voice cord here. Okay. What is this about, Bossy? Yes, welcome, Bossy. I'm from Indonesia. This is about just a conversation here, Bossy. I'm an Indonesian villager, and I like to ask random questions, just to start conversation. You don't have to answer this question, Bossy. Just uh, just join us, Just join us, Bossy. Okay? You know as well as do that they would sooner have my head. Why, Bunny? Why they want to have your head? It doesn't make sense, Bunny. You like and subscribe. Oh yeah, thank you, Bunny. Yes. Who wants you? Who's telling you, Bunny? Who's telling you that people want your head? Really, it doesn't make sense. Why? someone is, telling you a lie here. You had a cheeseburger. Ah, all right. Cheeseburger is nice. Bossy. Where are you from, Bossy? Yammer said, this where we witness a villager show us his genius. No, Yammers, don't say that, please. Don't say that, Yammers, okay? And then people will say, oh, really? So, oh, no. I'm not a genius, I'm just a villager. Dev says, if you think I'm funny, follow me too. All right, Dev. Oh, from Scotland, Bossy. Okay, welcome, Bossy. Yes, welcome here. So, Bossy, sometimes we talk about different things here, Bossy. Okay, sometimes we talk about human experience. Sometimes we talk about different beliefs. Religions. Economy. Sometimes we talk about nonsense. But this is not a debate live stream, okay, Bossy? This is not. This chat room is not about Muslim versus Christian, Muslim versus atheist. It's not. It's not that. Okay, it's just a place where a villager just have random questions. Okay, Bani said Sunni Muslim, Danny. It's not within you clearly, though. Surely you do know. No, I don't know what you speak of. Really, this either look the Muslim, either they Sunni or Shia, they read the same Quran, and then there's no there is no verses that you're telling to cut people's head. Like, what is this stuff? There's no such verses. Okay, so relax, okay, Bunny. I know if I find one, I will tell you. But there's no. The Quran is not a really thick book, so. You have another Gmail, you forgot to switch it to it. Okay, Miss Bunny. It's just as you denied earlier about Boko Haram in Nigeria. You started it's fake news, but Google it. This is genocide happening. Yes. But Boko Haram, right? Yes, Boko Haram, they do wrong things, they horrible things, yeah. But it's not Islamic teaching, okay, Bunny, okay. They have no place in the Muslim community, because look, as a Muslim villager, I tell you that in our Quran, Quran is our we consider Quran as the word of God, so in the Quran we are actually told to protect the place of worship of other believers, and in the Quran we also told that we have to respect other people with different faith, even though they do not worship what we worship. There's a verse for that. So yes, I have to admit that there are people who claim that to be a Muslim, and they do horrible things like Boko Haram, but I can vouch that that is not the teaching of Islam. So there are people who claim to be Islamists, do things that is not Islamic. Yes. So they like to say, in the name of, so yeah. There is Sunnah and Hadith also. Okay, yes, Bani. Sunnah. Okay, hadith. Sunnah is what Prophet Muhammad, did or encouraged in terms of religious practice, and it's recorded in the hadith. But in Islamic community, Bani, okay, the Quran has the highest authority, okay, not the hadith. Okay, hadith and the Quran don't have the same position. They are not equal. Okay, Bani. From Islamic perspective, the Quran is the highest one. Okay, so the Quran will be the judge of the hadith. So in Islamic perspective, uh, it has to be from the Quran first. If anything in the hadith that is against the teaching of the Quran, then the Muslim have the right to question that hadith. Okay, so that's how it works in Islamic in this Muslim society. Bossy, I worship the burger, right? Yeah. Sorry, Bossy, I was just answering Bunny's question. Okay, so the context is I'm just answering Bunny's question, guys. Okay. That reminds me of the first thing I saw. Then he was talking about the Yeti God, the Yeti God. Yeah, it's late here. It's almost midnight. Okay, that's why I'm gonna say bye bye soon. Okay. All right, guys. I really enjoyed this live stream. Thanks to you guys. Okay. So I will continue next time. Okay. And yeah, this. I started this live stream with only one person, and this has become a nice community thanks to you guys. But I will continue tomorrow. Okay. And then so peace to all of you. Okay, I'm gonna give you a religious greeting. Okay, it means peace. Okay, to all of you. Okay, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya. Bye all.